Okay guys, now this is a very important section. We're going to deal with the identities. These identities, if you haven't looked at them, please go and memorize them. All right, it's from the other properties, okay, that I told you to learn earlier, and De Morgan's laws. All right, so we know from the logic proof notes, they tell you what De Morgan's laws are, the distributive laws and all of that. But to make things easier, I'm going to do it here, and so I really need you to pay attention to what I'm doing. So let's look at A. So we have A intersection B union not A. All right, so this implies the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at it as multiplication. This A is going to be multiplied by B, and A is going to be multiplied by not A. All right, but the moment we do that, guys, all right, I want to show you something. Let's continue. It's a very important step. So we're going to open our brackets. This is how we put it. A, I'm going to put B. All right, I've left the inside open because I need to show you an important step. A, and we know it's going to be that. But every time you distribute, the sign in the middle and the sign inside changes. So if the sign was originally an intersection, it will now change to a union. And the sign on the inside changes from a union to an intersection. All right, always remember this. The sign changes as you multiply. Okay? Therefore, we can see what's we leave this, we're looking for the intersection of A and B. So what can we solve when we look at it already? Well, I would leave this the way this is. Let's solve the next side. Remember from our properties, A intersection of not A is actually what? It's an empty set. And the union of an empty set and a real set is obviously a real set, because remember, the union of something and nothing is something, and therefore it's A union B. All right, and that's going to be our final answer for A. All right, so I'm going to do the rest of it, and I'm going to show you the answers. And yeah, and we're going to do C together. We'll do F together, and I'll leave the rest here. If you have any questions, comment below. Fire. Take a screenshot, send it on the group, and tag Easy Street. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, let's continue with this. Okay, so as you can see for B, so for B we had not B intersection of B, union of B intersection A. And so the first thing we did is we distributed, and notice the sign on the outside changes. You can see that the union, which is the outside of between brackets, changed to an intersection, and notice that the intersection, which was inside the brackets, is now a union, and now a union. And then we solve. Remember our properties. So we left this on because we look for what we can identify. The union of remember I told you, when it's a union of the same thing but with a apostrophe is everything, and then the intersection of everything, and this is this. All right, so that's that. Go to C. So we have C is the A intersection B with the union of not A union B. So this was a very tricky one. Okay, and now I want you to pay close attention to this one specifically. So notice when we did the distribution here, it is the first set of brackets that we distributed for. Notice the signs inside the brackets are the same as the second, because we want to make this to change first. So therefore this will remain the same. The element, this doesn't really count. It does, but not really. Okay, because when we're distributing for the first set of brackets. So we went A times not A, union, and then notice the outside one did change, right? From a union, now it becomes an intersection, all right? And then eventually, obviously, then we went A times A and then A times B, all right? Now B times, then there's B times A. And then obviously there's B times B. The reason we didn't put B times B is because whether we put B times B, it's really the same thing. B intersection B is B, B union B is B. And so because we finished with A on this side, once we start with B, we're dealing with the union of things. So that is why we went B union B. Yeah, as I said, this one's a little bit tricky. Yeah, so then A union A, that's E. Oh my, we've gone over time. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.